and I'm here with the third episode of TerraFirmaCraft Complete Guide to Build 78. In this episode, we will learn how to create bronze and a bloomery. You will need bronze to create the bloomery to make higher tiers of metal like iron, steel, and pretty much anything in between. And especially afterwards, you're going to need a lot of materials in order to create this bloomery and this bronze, which you need to create the bloomery. So, the first thing we need is charcoal. So, to create charcoal, we need a charcoal pit. And to do this, we need to dig out a pretty large area. You need at least a 3 by 3 and a few spaces outward. So I'm going to dig this part out, and I'll be right back. There we go. And start placing some log piles. I'm going to fast forward this part because it's quite boring. So I've just learned that you can actually take out these parts too, right here, and turn these into log piles too. I didn't realize it reached out this far, but, you'll learn. So, grab some more log piles and go ahead and do that. Okay, now that you've done that, you need to place dirt above the outer log piles. Okay, so fill up this next layer, just like you did on the bottom. Okay, so the next thing you need to do is place thatch on top. Okay, so as you can see, I filled the top of this with thatch. You can do that because the dirt won't stay. It'll all fill in the middle and it'll get all messy. So, for now, I'm just going to put thatch there. And then the next thing you need to do is craft a fire starter and throw 3 sticks in there. And go ahead and start a fire. I've lost a fire starter, so I'm just going to spawn one in for educational purposes. Come on. There we go. Okay, place some logs in there. Go ahead and jump your way out of here. Get one more log pile and place it in there. And now we need to seal it up. Dirt will do. And you'll know that you did everything right because it's smoking. Remember to turn particles on, that way you can see when it's smoking. I'll come back when this is done. And 1 tetrahedrite. Tetrahedrite is tin and malachite is copper. Each small ore has about 10 units in it, so 90% copper and 10% tin is the average you want. Each regular ore holds about 25, so it's a little bit harder to even it out, but you can do it. So go ahead and put these ores in a pit kiln. I've actually doubled my amount so I can get, a little bit more for a double ingot, and fire this. Once that's done, pour it into 2 ingots and turn it into a double ingot and make a bronze anvil. You're going to need 8 double bronze sheets, which I'll teach you how to make later, and an anvil. You're going to need a bronze anvil. I think that's about it. I'll see you when the charcoal's done. So my charcoal just got done. Just go ahead and dig it all up. You're going to need quite a strong shovel or a lot of weak shovels, so go ahead and dig this up. So the next thing you'll need is a forge. In order to create a forge, you're going to need charcoal. Place 8 of it in a hole covered by cobblestone. Next, you're going to get your fire starter and you're going to light it. It's really not difficult. You can do it, I promise. You're probably going to go through quite a few fire starters, so, don't be worried. You're probably going to need a lot of sticks. Yeah, a lot of sticks. I failed my first time, and I think I failed my second time. I'm actually narrating this, so, I don't remember. I'm not very good at remembering. Yeah. I wonder how many of these I had to spawn. Finally. Jeez. Okay, so go ahead and place your charcoal in there and put any metals that you need to heat up in here. It heats it up to about, to the brink of white, about orange, liquid. So, yeah, be careful and don't mess this up. If your ores go past orange, they will melt. Anything below iron will melt once it gets to orange. So be careful. Okay, so once you have your bronze, you're going to need to turn them into ingots and heat them up in your newly made forge. Once they're heated to about just below orange, like bright stars, like star 2, once it says can weld, you're going to go over to your bronze anvil and weld them together. Okay, so once your double ingot is to where it can be worked, bring it in there, click on the plans, and then go to sheet. Look at the top 3. They say that you need to hammer it second last and third last, so be careful. You need to get it exactly onto that red dot with the last strike. So it's actually quite difficult, depending on how logical you are. It was not difficult for me. Yeah, I'm bragging. Just don't tell anyone, okay? So once you have a bronze sheet, you're going to need another one. So go ahead and make yourself another bronze sheet and get them to where it says can weld. And then, weld them together. Like you would with any double ingot or, yeah, pretty much any double ingot. So go ahead and weld those things together. So go ahead and make yourself a bloomery once you have 8 bronze double sheets. And that's how you make a bloomery. So I'll teach you how to use the bloomery in just a moment. I just wanted to explain something really quick. The bloomery can only really smelt iron. You can't use any other ores in the bloomery. So sorry to hear that, sorry to say that, but whatever. It sucks. So I'm going to set up a bloomery here while I'm talking. You guys can watch that. But you're going to need I don't know what it's called. I'll teach it to you guys in the next episode because I'm really not sure what it's called, and it smelts a lot of ore at once, and pretty much any ore at once, so it's really not difficult to use, I believe, but I just can't remember exactly how to craft it, exactly how to make it, or what it's called, which probably makes it sound like I don't even know what it is, but I do. I promise I know what this thing is. What is it called? Crucible. It's called a crucible. I'll teach you guys how to make a crucible in the next episode, so don't worry about that. Just, work on iron for now, if you have it. So that's how you set up a bloomery. I'll show you how to use it in just a second. So I've just figured out how to use this bloomery. So the first thing you need to do is get 8 charcoal and shift right click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times and go up to the top and throw 8 of your iron ore. This can be limonite, hematite, and magnetite, I believe. Don't quote me on that, just go look at the website. So I'm going to drop 8 of them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And drop an equal amount of charcoal in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can expand the bloomery even higher if you want to. It can only hold up to 24 ore, so be careful. And make sure not to, break your stuff. I'm in creative mode just because, so yeah, leave me alone. So you can close your bloomery by right-clicking. You need to have it open. Grab a fire starter and right-click. And now this will take about 1 in-game day. And after it's done, you will get a raw iron bloom. I'll show you that right now. So it is now day, and I have a raw iron bloom. You can right-click, use your pickaxe, and break it. And now you have a bloom. This is 200%, which means it has 2 ingots in it. We actually need to heat this up and make it into an ingot. So we're going to have to reactivate our forge, which is not too hard, thankfully. Light it up. Come on, there you go. Okay. And we're going to place our raw iron bloom in the forge. And it's not there for some... Oh, wait, there it is. Okay. Yeah, just throw it in there, and it'll warm up. Once it gets to a working temperature, which should be, do not quote me on this, around bright. So, bright to possibly even orange. Why don't you go look at the website, because they have all of that data right up there for you guys to look at. I'm just here to teach you guys how to use all of it, because their instructions are most definitely not clear enough. So, that's what I'm here for. I'll come back when I can work this. So it seems that about orange 1 is its working point, and my forge cannot get up much higher than orange, so we're gonna have to work it about, yeah, about here, orange 4. You don't want to make it liquid hot or anything. You might lose it, so remember, we're trying to get it right there, and we're trying to follow these instructions. So 3, 1 more, there we go. Okay, so now we have refined iron bloom. I'm not sure what to do with this next, so I'm going to go look that up and then teach you guys. I'll be back. So I've just figured out exactly how to turn this into a split. You take it in here and you go into the plans and it says split. So yeah, it's going to have to be in working order just like it was before. So, you know, we're going to use a lot of charcoal in this episode. I mean, we've already burned through half of what we had, and, you know, we don't have much more. So you're going to be making charcoal, a lot of charcoal. So remember to gather saplings from any tree that you cut down. Remember that sequoias don't have saplings that can be obtained naturally without creative mode. So yeah, be careful and don't get killed. I don't know how you would get killed refining an iron bloom, but don't get killed. I'll be back when this thing hits working temperature. So it's just now hitting working temperature, so let's put it in here. Let's do what we just did. Holy crap, it's all the way up there. We're going to have to use shrink, shrink, shrink. And what is this? Punch last. So that means, how much does a punch do? Oh, we're going to have to go back. Punch, 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 punch. Aha! And now we have 2 refined iron blooms. And now we can turn this into an ingot, which shouldn't be, you know, too hard. Oh, crap, it's already down to bright red. We're going to have to put these into the forge, which is not too difficult, and wait until they get up to an orange heat. So that's how you do that. I'll be back when I can turn these into ingots. I'll be right back. So literally as I turned off my recording software, these things got to working order. So let's put it in here. Oh, so we need to put it there. Okay. And the last one's... Ooh, okay. I did work this thing a little bit just to, you know, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Punch, punch, hit, hit, bend, bend once more. Come on, let's do this. Shrink. Oh, crap, it's not even working in order anymore. This is going to be quite the long process. As you can tell, I'm getting frustrated. I'll be back once again when these things are in working order. Okay, we're just now getting up to that little point that we can use. Okay, let's do this. Punch, punch, bend, light hit. Ah, yes, okay, so now we have 1 wrought iron ingot, and we can use this to put it into tools, or, you know, just keep it if we wanted to, I guess. Not exactly the wisest strategy. Come on! But that is exactly how you make a wrought iron ingot, and now you have a very high-tier tool that you can make with this really nice ingot. So, thank you for watching. I'll teach you how to make the, what's it called? Crucible. Next time, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. My name is Memeparable, and I will see you in the next one.